Seize the day. As we discuss Seize the Day, I would like to start by providing some general information that we can all possibly agree with, such as there are many different kinds of days, such as the days of the week or holidays that we celebrate, but each are bound by time. Whether yesterday, today, or tomorrow, their common connection is time. They each have the same number of hours, which is 24 hours. They each are quantified by time, and time is what is used worldwide to measure days and weeks and events, etc. Now, unlike man, God is eternal and not restricted or bound by time. God does not reside in time. Time is made for man, not God. So I would like to briefly talk about how a day impacts us all differently and yet the same. Yesterday is past, today is present, and tomorrow is the future. In society today, we are constantly moving, running from one thing to the other with the advances of technology, and things are just moving at lightning speed. And although we each receive the same amount of time, the difference is how we choose to live each day. I would like you to listen to a poem that fueled the purpose of this episode. The title is Tomorrow. And as I read this poem, allow the words to resonate, and then we'll discuss it. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to neither you nor I. But if we live to see it, we surely can't deny the greatness of our Father who sits above and all the precious love He has bestowed. As we live to see another day never seen before, as we get the opportunity to show love once more, to love our fellow man as God has commanded, to live our lives fully and never take for granted the precious gift of life that we each received, another chance to give our love to those in need, knowing that God cared so much to send His only Son, a gift so greatly given and a job well done. Now, this poem was written more than 20 years ago, but the words still hold true today. It is a timeless poem, and ironically, time is the core of this poem. How or what we do with the time we receive comes down to our choices and is reflective in our individual lives. Now, on a personal note, I would just like to say I can understand the magnitude of the words. I can identify with the message for sure. You see, I'm an individual that had been existing in a life that was given to live in. Let me tell you a story just about me. You see, I have always worked hard and loved my family. So on this particular day, I was doing what I normally would be doing. I was going along with life, as I am sure we all do. I was handling what I felt needed to be handled. Just simply put, busy handling my business with no concern about tomorrow, just about surviving the day. That is, today, or my yesterday, my today, and my tomorrow. But little did I know this particular day would be different. I went to work as normal, and I had an appointment later that day for my annual physical. I arrived rushing as usual, went in for my appointment, and at that point, things changed. Normally, before I leave, I schedule my next annual exam, but the process had changed. I was not getting my next annual appointment, but being referred to see other doctors to have scans and tests and blood work done. For me, This is when my today and my tomorrow collided. As I went from place to place, doing as I was instructed, I became more and more nervous, more and more fearful of the unknown. No one was really saying anything, just scheduling appointments and strongly urging me to go to the places that they were instructing me to go. Then finally the day arrived, the day when I would find out what was going on and why I was being sent to so many places. As the doctors began to talk, I was frozen and numbed by the words, "You have cancer," and how those words would change the course of my life. You see, it was the unknown about tomorrow and the battle of today and what those words really meant to face your own mortality. I chose to share this story with you for 3 reasons. So that you could understand the significance of time in today and tomorrow in your own life. You would know that I can also relate the gift and the preciousness of life because of my own personal experiences. And although each day has 24 hours, each day has an irreplaceable value. The poem says, "Tomorrow is no promise to neither you nor I." And it really is not. It is a gift that we are allowed to see tomorrow. But today is significant because we are alive. Today is the present. It is the moment we each are living in. Today is opportunity. A chance to do something different, to make an impact, to share love and kindness, a valuable moment in time. And I wonder if any one of you are like I was then, going through life day after day, handling the things that needed to be handled, pushing through the day because of the responsibilities of time. In retrospect, I realized that the responsibilities of the day were not always my own. Some were, but some I had adopted, meaning I was carrying responsibilities that I should not have accepted. Sidebar: self-care is important. You see, I was existing day after day after day. I was not living, but existing. I was assuming tomorrow would be better or would come. And truthfully, knowing that no one knows when their tomorrow will end, and failing to prepare if tomorrow did not come, and what that would look like, because my behavior certainly implied that I knew when my tomorrow would stop and when my tomorrow would not come. It was simply crazy not to value the gift of a day, the opportunities, the dreams, and the memories a day holds, by taking for granted or assuming that tomorrow would come. In fact, tomorrow matters because I had made no preparation for tomorrow, if it came or did not. Simply put, I did not handle my today. So, question, where are you in this scenario? Can you identify with this point? If so, what is the one thing that it says to you? Are there changes that you can make in your own life that will prepare you better for today and tomorrow? Now, you may be asking yourself this simple question. How do you know if you value your day? Simple answer. By the way you spend it or care for it. And you might say, and debate or disagree with me, and say, well, that question is not simple at all, nor is the answer. You may also say, this is not a fair statement. There are extenuating circumstances, things that I cannot control, etc., etc., etc. And I would say, yes, there are many things that we cannot handle, cannot control, such as the number of hours in a day. But it still remains a choice on how or what we do with the time that we get in a day. We choose how we spend or care for it. I will use myself once again as an example as we go on this journey together, and you will learn more and more about who I am. Now, using the information I just shared with you about how I cared or didn't care for my life, you would have to conclude I am an individual who apparently did not value the gift, a day, that was allowed and given to me by God. I am the person who cared for everyone and not myself. I am the person who made the things happen for my family as needed. Yes, that would be me. I am the person who existed each day, working to survive life with no balance at all. Please understand what I am saying. Not only did I not have any balance, but I really had no idea how to get balance, how to create balance, how to maintain it. Balance was not a part of my day. Imbalance was my yesterday, my today, and my tomorrow. I did not value my days. I survived them. So you might ask the question, why? Why? And my answer would be, because I did nothing on today to have my tomorrow be more balanced. This is how my tomorrow ends up being my today, and my today my tomorrow. If you are familiar with the saying that you cannot keep doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again and expect to have or get a different result. If you want something to be different, you have to do something different. Well, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a purpose." The plans of God are that you live and you prosper. God has a plan for my life just as He has a plan for yours. God gives us a choice, so my failure to plan was my choice, whether I realized it or not, or never thought about it, or maybe even refused to acknowledge it or not, or whether I was just living in the moment. It does not negate the fact, the truth, or the evidence. I continued doing the same things over and over again, getting the same results. More and more imbalance in my life meant surviving, but not changing. It meant existing, but not living. Existing from day to day and not valuing the gift of each day that I was receiving. I would venture to say that I am not alone. I am not the only one. It is not insurmountable. You must be willing to make some changes, to do something different, to get a different outcome. I cannot imagine how my life, or how different my life would have been had I valued each day and created a plan. You see, yesterday cannot be undone. Today can and should be different. Because today is a gift, it holds many truths. Today is unique and cannot be duplicated, meaning that it is in the course of any day, things shift and change. Unexpected things happen, and there are events that will not repeat themselves. Even if altered slightly, it cannot be duplicated. Today is a gift, that some people did not get the opportunity to see, meaning they set their alarm clocks but never heard them ring. Do you think when they went to sleep on that day that they did not feel pretty confident about seeing tomorrow? Do you think those people would have done something or anything differently had they known that when they laid down to rest, that it would be their last time? You see, each day consists of 24 hours or 1,440 minutes or 86,400 seconds. We should seize the day. Each day is an opportunity to make a difference, no matter how big or small the opportunities are. It's an opportunity to show love and gratitude, an opportunity to fulfill dreams, an opportunity to create memories, an opportunity to appreciate the gift of life received from God. Listen, I know and I understand. Well, we don't all face all the same challenges, but we all do face challenges. It is easy to get busy or so comfortable in our lives that we take for granted the days in our lives. I would like to offer just a few ways to bring more balance into your life. One, you need to reflect on your today. You need to ask yourself some questions. What kind of day was it? Was it smooth or challenging? Did you have a plan for your day? Did you accomplish the things you wanted to accomplish? Now, if you think about these things, it will help you prepare for the next day or your tomorrow. Secondly, you need to prepare for tomorrow. You do this by determining what you would like to accomplish overall, regardless of whether these are with your family, your business, your personal, your health, your dreams. You have to determine what you want to accomplish overall. Secondly, you need to be very specific about your goals. They should be clear and attainable goals with a way to measure whether you have accomplished them. You can accomplish this by creating a to-do list. This is a list of tasks that you would like to complete within a certain amount of time. These tasks will allow you to achieve whatever goals you have set in place. Now, once the list is created, you will need to put them in an order of importance or urgency. And therefore, in the event that something happens, you would still have gotten the most important things completed first. See yourself accomplishing your goals. Now, the key is to be sure your goals are in line with whatever your objectives are. Whatever it is you want to achieve overall would be your objectives. Now, once you know your objective, then you create the attainable goals to achieve them. And once you determine your overall objective and the goals to get to that point, you create tasks or a to-do list to help you get it done. I would like to thank you for joining me on today. I hope that you found value in the podcast. I hope you found value in tomorrow and seizing the day. I would like to hear from you. I would like for you to comment. I would like for you to subscribe. And I would like for you to share an opportunity. And I thank you once again. And live life with intention. You only get one.